Hey y'all, it's Lindsay the Fiber Seed, and it is WIP Wednesday, where I share what I've been working on, which are a lot of different things. Oh my goodness. But I can share some of them with you, so here we are. First up, let's talk about something I finished after I showed it to you last week. Penelope's sweater. It's the Good Old Raglan by Twisted Knitwear, and I made some modifications here for doing short sleeve because it's a raglan sweater pattern that's for long sleeves, but you can easily do short sleeves by just doing a quick decrease after maybe a few rounds of joining the sleeve and going and then doing the decreases. And then it's math. I felt mathy that day, so I did the number and I figured out how I needed to get to the end numbers, and then there we are. Anyway, this is Sprout DK, and this is in Penelope's uniquely her colorway because she was 4 when she dyed some speckled yarn, 3 hanks of it, and it sat in my little yarn studio here, and I finally made something of it. So she absolutely loves it and puts it on every morning, and I am totally okay with that. Even though it's 90 degrees, it's 70 something in the morning, and she wears it. So I'm happy. So got that done. Yay! What else have I been working on? I've been working on my Rocket Tee by Tania Lavallee. Am I done? No. Have I been working on it a lot? Yes. I'm using Riptide on Sprout Sock. I'm alternating my balls. And I might be close. I haven't. You know, I got to that point where, you know, the whole watch pot never boils. If you keep measuring your knitting, it actually goes negative to what you've been working on, even if it's been hours. So I stopped measuring it, and I think I might have gotten to where I need to go, or maybe gone too far. That's all right. It has a tucking option, so that's why it's so long. It's got a nice ease to it. Using my snail. It's not mine. It's actually Reese picked it out. And am I gonna measure? I am. I have 3 more inches to go. All right, cool. So I have 3 more inches to go. I've broken a set of needles on this thing. That's okay. I've got my other ones on here because I've got a lot of knitting needles. Yeah. And I've got it in my Allegheny Fiber Arts bag. It's got zippers in all the great places. And I have my yarn balls separated by the divider that's inside. So hey, not getting myself all tangled up. Loving that. All right. What else did I work on? Well, because I finished Penelope's sweater, I was like, I need to start something. And I didn't. Because then I got the overwhelm of like, what do I start first? What do I start first? I don't know what to start first. So I didn't. I went to a WIP. Even though I told myself this year I'd do one like long-standing WIP that's in my bag of WIPs. If I don't explain, work in progress. Anyway, my bag of works in progress. I already have the Rocket Tee was one of them. I clearly haven't finished it yet. But I decided to work on my Shifty by Andrea Mowry that I started 2020, maybe in the fall sometime. I can tell you this though, it's a super simple pattern repeat. I was literally having the biggest brain block. Like I was having to sit there looking at, and I haven't had to do that even when I had the kids. I didn't have that much of a brain block where I couldn't look at a like 4-stitch repeat and like stick it in my brain. And I was having literally the hardest time, so I only got this far on it. And I've already added like that much working on it for a little while. So anyway, the pattern itself got an upgrade a couple years ago. Yes, this is what happens when you have slow-going, long-standing work in progresses. It got an upgrade. And instead of ripping out my stuff, because I did like how the other design was done, and now my brain apparently is coming out of the fog, I think I'm going to stick with the original version, not the 2.0 that she came out with. I think you have access to both. If you buy it new, maybe you don't. It basically looks almost the same. I did not use yarns that do funky junk. in a good way. Let me just say that. I used Wanderlust, and then I was going to do, because these sections of patterning change up every like 1.5 inches, I was just gonna basically stripe different colors as my contrast. So I used ginger as the contrast, and then Cameo, and then I'm gonna put ginger in again. And then I didn't write down my brilliant plan before, which I think that was what it was. I just don't quite remember. But I was gonna throw in Night Zone as my third contrast instead of having like big chunks of it, because the yarns don't alternate like a bunch of different colors. They wouldn't quite look the same way that the sweater does in the pictures. So I'm kind of making it look like that. So anyway, I'm gonna add this at the next section. I'm only gonna add this one in a couple of different spots throughout on the different blip pattern repeats. But yeah, I'm using Ginger, Cameo, and Night Zone to go with. Let's see if I can hold all of this. With Wanderlust, which is a really fun colorway that I'm absolutely in love with. And so this is gonna be my sweater. I totally didn't wear this shirt to go with it, but hey, it does. Yeah. So it's all in Sprout Sock. I am using smaller needles. Normally I do not go down into like the 3s and the 2s and stuff on my sock weight yarn. I normally stay up in the 5 and 6 range because it tricks my brain and makes me work faster. Yeah, but anyway, I'm enjoying it, and it was going by quickly, and I'm definitely super excited that my brain was like clicking on the pattern repeats, because that literally, I kept looking at the pattern going, I really want to work on this, and then going, nope, not now. So now, nope, makes sense. Anyway, maybe I should take it out of the note bag, and then anyway, whatever. Anyway, that's a fun bag. It's by Erin Lane. I was having a brain block there. Erin Lane bag. It's a Nope unicorn sheep. Anyway, that is what I've been working on outside of shipping stuff, dyeing things for restock, and web work. And all the little things that were going on that you're like, let's just, you know, keep the sunshine going, because those things are going to bug you if you don't. Anyway, things have been resolved. It's all good. And yeah, that was WIP Wednesday. So until next time, happy crafting.